Anthony up on top. Portland moving the ball around. And there it is for him. Nurkic has got his second basket of the night. Outside Jackson. It's Redick on the wing. Over Trent. Rebound by Nurkic.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. And last season, a rare 5-by-5 game achieved by Jusuf Nurkic. 24 points, 23 rebounds, 7 assists, 5 steals, Greg, and 5 blocks in a game against the Kings.
And how about the only player ever to log a 20, 25, and 5 game? The Bosnian Beast making a name for himself.
And here are the Pelicans now, trailing by 2. Here's Williamson. Nurkic with the block.
A defensive anchor. I mean, you got to admire how Nurkic uses his wingspan to turn shots back.
That'll be a 5-second call. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the Pelicans. And the dunk by Williamson.
How about the inventiveness from Ingram? Not to only see his open teammate, but deliver the pass as well.
Now here's McCollum. Pass to Collins. Nurkic with it. And finished off by Nurkic.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Here's Williamson. That shot misses. Collins with some nice D.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim. Yeah, he doesn't play around. If the buck is there for him, he's going to get it.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. It's deflected. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Appreciate the effort, though, making his presence felt defensively.
Here's Williamson. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring. Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
13 feet away. Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, and you feel like Williamson could do this almost any time he wants. The strength, the athleticism. I mean, it's next level.
Shot by Collins, no good.
He doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
Up in time. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. Tie game and some big points being put up on the board. Clark, as we wrap up the first. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
All players look for an edge, Chris. For example, certain guys are just so deceptive with the ball in their hands. I mean, you're always looking for whatever can give you that advantage.
Two of the best. Players and people can complain as much as they want. Harden getting to the line is genius because he knows how you're guarding him, and basically you got to stay away from him to guard him because he's so skilled. And by the way, Curry does the same thing, and Curry, one of the smaller players in the league, but always finding a way to take the contact, take the bump, but to get the scoring up. And I think as a fan, for me, I know as a fan for me, it's fun watching the cat and mouse game between the offensive player and the defender, seeing who can get the best of each other while involving the ref.
They just control their bodies so well. They know exactly what they need to do to get that call.
And it's all on the spur of the moment. I mean, this is
right.
all on the fly. Such genius to watch play.
And they're moving it up. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Ariza. And Ariza with the stuff.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, Greg, it's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
When he was drafted, Damian Lillard said he wanted to go to the Blazers with the 6th pick. The opportunity to play right away and be embraced by the city of Portland.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. And Damian Lillard throws it down hard.
It's easy to forget about Lillard's hops. I mean, this guy has some sick dunks up his sleeve.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. And Damian Lillard says, Greg, win or lose, he wants to stay in Portland. He keeps his residence there year-round.
And talk about his loyalty. In high school, lightly recruited, he ends up committing to Weber State. His senior year, all the big schools come calling, and Lillard kept his commitment. That shows you how he's built.
Stolen by Ball. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. And the dunk by Williamson.
Yeah, we talk about the big vertical with Williamson, but what about the hang time?
And New Orleans pushing it up now. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, easy call.
The Pelicans have made 1 of 3 free throws in the game. First free throw is good.
And 6 straight playoff appearances for the Blazers under Terry Stotts. Last season making the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, GA, and he was rewarded with a multi-year contract extension. He's done a great job developing their young players while also having them compete at a high level.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And stolen by Hood. One-on-one fast break. Ariza with the bucket. Ariza's got it all tied up now for Portland.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
It's Ingram on the wing. Here's Here's the three. That's good. A tough shooting night. He's 2 for 8 and looking for more.
Shot over. .40% at Duke, and though he struggled a bit as a rookie, you knew Ingram's stroke would come around.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Portland trails by 3. Pass to Whiteside. Now here's Anthony. Jackson in the corner. The shot off that time. Great D that time from Hood. And so Hood will bring it up for the Trailblazers. Back to Lillard. Puts one up from 19. Misses off the right eye. Over to the left wing. And a deep three from Redick. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Outside Hood. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Hood's got 5 points in the quarter.
Lights out shooting from Hood. He's a competitive player. And lights
And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That's foul number 2 for him. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Back to Redick. From downtown. T.J. McCollum with the rebound. Now a timeout called by Portland.
One of the top 10 shooting guards in the NBA, C.J. McCollum. I mean, you wonder, though, would he be even better lined up as a point guard? I'm not sure. But his defense has been his shortcoming. At 6'3", his size is better suited for more.
Teams changing it up here. Portland trails by 3. See what you think about McCollum as a point guard. His assists have dropped 3 seasons running.
Yeah, Kevin, but that's because his role on this team is to score. I mean, he's so skilled. He can get other guys involved, but you want him putting it in the bucket. Who's a better option than him besides Dame Lillard? On another team, though, with a chance to start at point guard, I wouldn't mind seeing that adjustment.
Here's Trent. Outside Anthony. Here's Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
Well, a big reason Nurkic impacts games is for that ability right there, staying active on the glass at both ends, converting the second chance.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
Little can't hit.
They know they can't give him that shot. The D's all over it, not even giving him an inch of space.
My goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. Here's Trent. But they recover it. Back to McCollum. Off target with his 3. Here's Holiday. The buzzer beater. And so it's New Orleans. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Right back after this break. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Pass to Favors. And Derek Favors with the slam.
What an excellent distributor Zoe is. I mean, he has a knack for getting it to his open teammates.
Favors attacking. Holiday. And it's blocked by Whiteside. Tries again. And it's Williamson missing. Portland trails by 11. To the inside. McCollum. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you talk about shot makers. C.J. McCollum's one of the best in the game. From mid-range, you could argue he's the best, flat out.
And you look at the shot chart for McCollum. He's a threat from everywhere.
Able to hit off the bounce, pulling up. At his height, he's got to be creative, making space for his shot. Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
What a performer this guy is. He relishes the chance to hammer it down. Oh, he's the perfect alley-oop partner. Zion. How about his hands? And then we all know how it ends.